Rich, an engineer from OVO Energy, and I want to show you how to bleed your radiators. If they're not heating up properly, or there's places where they're cold, you may need to bleed them. It's an easy fix. It's something you can do at home, and no need to call an engineer. It's not unusual for radiators to have air trapped inside them, which stops warm water from going through. This is when they're cold at the top and warm at the bottom, so your heating system takes more time to warm up your home. Another sign that your radiators may need bleeding is if they're making clanking and gurgling noises. It's a good idea to bleed them once a year anyway, even if they are working properly. First things first, check if your radiator is cold at the top or at the bottom. If it's cold at the bottom, it may have built up sludge. Tiny particles of rust form within the system and settle at the bottom of the radiator. If that's the case, you'll need to call a gas-safe registered engineer. It's not safe to try and bleed the radiators yourself, but if it's cold at the top, then there's air in the system, which you can easily release yourself. For that, all you'll need is a radiator key. You can find one at any DIY shop, and a towel to stop the dripping. Let's get started. You can bleed your radiators in just a few simple steps, but you can't do this while the heating system is on. It might be too hot to touch. So, to be safe, turn off your central heating system first and let it cool down. Then, put a cloth underneath the valve to catch any water drips. Attach the key to the square groove in the center of the valve. Then turn it slowly anti-clockwise about a quarter of a turn. Now you should hear the water hissing. Catch any water coming out with your towel. When the hissing stops and only water comes out, tighten up the valve quickly so you won't have too much water escaping. Now it's time to turn the heating system back on. Don't forget to check that your heating's working properly and spread evenly throughout the radiator. And that's it. Remember, if you don't feel comfortable doing this trick or it doesn't work, it's safer to call an engineer. They'll be able to help. It's also a good idea to get boiler checkups once a year. It can stop little issues becoming a bigger problem. I hope this helps.